Thank you so much for sticking with Citizen TV on this 17th of June 2019, wherever you're watching us from. This is Daybreak, and within our last hour, we want to bring you up to speed. We are on stories we are closely keeping our eye on. And let's begin with that breaking story that we told you about earlier, where a suspected case of Ebola has been reported at the Kericho County Referral Hospital. Hospital officials say that the woman who had Ebola-like symptoms has been isolated and samples taken for analysis by the Kenya Medical Research Institute here in Nairobi.
All right, we have further details coming from the Kericho County government. There's a statement that was released. Interestingly, if you look closely, you realize this statement was dated yesterday, 16th June 2019. So I'll read the entire statement for you because this is a very big concern for most Kenyans. It says that this evening, that was yesterday evening, a patient presenting symptoms similar to those exhibited by Ebola patients was admitted at the Kericho County Referral Hospital. The county disease surveillance team immediately took over the matter and took all the necessary precautions to ensure that there was minimal contact between the patient and other persons at the hospital, including the staff and other hospital users. So the County Department of Health Services is monitoring this potential case very closely and is working with the national government to ensure that all essential procedures are followed to protect public health and safety. So this patient has been placed in isolation and blood samples sent to the Kenya Medical Research Institute, that's KEMRI, in Nairobi for further analysis. The preliminary test results are expected to be ready within the next 12 to 24 hours, which would be any time now because this statement was dated yesterday and it was last evening. The county government assures the public that the county referral hospital is capable and well equipped to ensure the proper isolation of the patient and the protection of other hospital users, and calls on everyone to stay calm and patient. It is important to note that the symptoms that have been exhibited by the patient can be indicative of any other medical condition, and so there is no confirmed case of Ebola in Kericho at the moment. Kindly note that no visits will be allowed into the isolation room. That was signed by the Chief Public Relations Officer, Timothy Kemei. It was dated 16th of June, that is yesterday. They said that the samples have been sent to KEMRI 12 to 24 hours. That means anytime now we'll get the results from that. But remember, it's a suspected case of Ebola, not confirmed. And like the county says, those are symptoms that can be exhibited by any other disease. It involves a lot of fever, headache, and such like fatigue as well, vomiting and bleeding. Let's bring in our reporter Martin Kosgei, who's in Kericho with further details on that case. Martin, good morning. Do we know anything more aside from what the county just said?
Very good morning here from Kericho District Hospital. We are now at Kericho District Hospital where the doctors are still on the red alert, despite saying that there's no need to cause alarm because it is not yet confirmed. Doctors have said that they have already sent blood samples for further checkup so that they can confirm whether it is Ebola or not. As that now the patient is just admitted here in Kericho District Hospital in an isolated room, Ward 4. People are just coming here to ask about what's this about Ebola we are hearing from Kericho District Hospital. As that now is that doctors have said that there's no need to cause alarm since it is not yet confirmed, as earlier reported, that maybe it is Ebola. We also told that the lady was traveling from Malaba, coming to Kericho here to see her husband, and therefore the symptoms at first were showing it's like signs of Ebola, but he was rushed to Siloam Hospital before being rushed here at Kericho Referral Hospital. We are now waiting for the Chief Executive Officer of Health, Shadrack Mutai, will be just giving us a brief shortly of the update of what is going on, since they have sent the blood samples to KEMRI so that they can do research and determine if it is Ebola, and then they'll do measures to ensure that everyone is safe here in Kericho County. Basing on fact also, she was traveling from Malaba to Kericho, meaning that she might be using public means. So there will be a lot of issues to look upon. But for now, the case is not yet confirmed. But it's a story we'll be keeping on an eye here at Kericho District Hospital, so that we'll be giving a brief of what's happening here.
Thanks, Martin. That's Martin Kosgei. What you're saying so far is what we've learned is that the patient is exhibiting Ebola-like symptoms. What we know, the chronology of events, she was traveling from Malaba, probably used public means. Therefore, if that case is confirmed, then it means they have to trace that entire public, the vehicle that she used and the people who were there. We also know from what Martin Kosgei has just said that she was first taken to Siloam Hospital, which is within Kericho, and then now transferred to Kericho Referral Hospital. However, we have to stress again, these Ebola-like symptoms, it's not a confirmed case just yet.
And of course, this comes in the backdrop of where we saw 2 Ugandans in this past week having lost their lives to Ebola. A 5-year-old boy alongside his grandmother, who is 50 years old. That happened when the Ebola case that we are seeing in DRC since August 2018 now somehow made its way through Uganda's borders. And right now, as we speak, Tanzania is also said to be on high alert.
Absolutely. So we are still waiting for the results from Kemri, where the blood samples were taken. It's supposed to take 12 to 24 hours. The statement we received from Kericho County was dated last evening. Therefore, anytime today, we'll definitely confirm whether this is a case of Ebola or not.